everybody.
Hi, everyone. Welcome in.
Oh, man. We got such an information overload from Disney today. So many announcements, guys. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy.
If you haven't looked, we're going to fill you in on all of it tonight. We were hoping when we said last week, okay.
We did. We called our shot last week.
We the Disney, Bob heard us last week. We said it's time to, time to drop some good stuff. Bob, give us some good news. And boy, did we get it today.
Oh, yeah.
We got a ton of good news. So we're going to go over all of that here in just a second. Let me say hello. My goodness, I'm going to have to scroll back up here, everybody in the chat. BDF, hey, Keith, welcome in. I guested on Big Disney Fan Keith's YouTube channel this past Sunday night. Had a great time. Thanks so much, Keith, for having me. I appreciate it. Great time talking about Keith's trip to Disney and Universal and Harry Potter and all that fun stuff. So thanks for having us, Keith. We appreciate it. William wasn't able to make it, but I really enjoyed it and always appreciate you. Mandy, good to see you. So good to see you, Mandy. Tina DCS. And as always, good to see you, Tina. Francisco, nice to see you. Welcome in. Howdy to you. Let's see, Jonathan, good to see you. Good to see you. Newsflash Disney. Should there be a turkey leg attached to that name? I'm thinking there should be some sort of a turkey leg in there somewhere. Let's see. Here we go. Catch up a little bit. Jonathan, that's what I thought, Dean. Jonathan, it's always good to see you. How are things up in Canada? Our northern friend. How are you doing up there, Jonathan? Well, it's been a while since we've talked. We need to catch up. Stacy, yay, good to see you. And Stacy, so many things. A girlfriend, you have got to plan a trip to Disney. Okay. You and Ray sit down, work it out. Let us know. We will come. I will come. If you'll give me a date, I'll come. Y'all just need to come. It's been way too long since you've been there. Work out something, in the future later on. I know y'all have some personal things going on, and I understand life gets in the way with our fun. But by all means, plan something. Let us know. We need to see you at Disney World by all means.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. I think I caught up.
Let's see. Yeah, Stacy. Let's see. Also, Diz Our Dream, Jeff and Ange.
Oh, Diz Our Dream. Hey, probably Jeff and Angela. Thanks for popping in. It's so good to see you. Mandy Adams, of course. I don't know if I said I missed you, Andy. Mandy up in the. Golly, y'all are talking so fast. I'm so sorry. I'm so far behind. Yeah, so good to see y'all. Everybody, I also wanted to say hello to Waffle House, Waffle HAU5. I ran into you in a Resort TV One's chat earlier, and also in Mars and the Mouse chat, and they said that they are some of our ghost watchers. So
big shout out to our ghost watchers.
Absolutely, that you just made my day with that comment. Thanks so much, Waffles. We appreciate that so much, and all of our ghost watchers, guys. We know y'all are there, and you just don't know how much we appreciate you spending some time with us on a Tuesday night.
Oh yeah,
William, how's your week gone?
Going good. It's been pretty busy so far. It's it's just the way things are currently, but it's going well. Just busy start to the week. my side job, your project management class, new one cranked up this week, and so I'll be pretty busy for the next 8 weeks or so.
Yeah, just a busy time of year for you. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Yeah, I had a pretty productive day. Semi-productive. I've been a little bit slow. We had the pleasure of having our granddaughters here over the weekend. My granddaughter had one of her first basketball tournaments, and they absolutely did so well. Y'all, they're learning. They had not won a game yet, and they did so well in the tournament. They took second in the tournament. Kylie, bravo. Oops.
Well done.
We are so proud of you guys. Just played so well. They played 6 games. They won 4 out of the 6 and battled back from actually a loser's bracket, which is pretty impressive. They had to win 3 games straight to get to the championship game, and they took second. So, wow.
Yeah. Way to battle
Ethan.
back.
Welcome in. Good to see you.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Oh, goodness. Sorry, y'all. Let's see.
Oh, Tina. Yeah. Tina, that is too true.
That's probably true. Well, you didn't have any. That's true. On busy times, he has less busy time, or maybe busy instead of frantic. Like it goes down a notch to busy instead of frantic and crazy. But yeah, we do, Ethan. It's good to see you. Thanks for popping in. So yeah, it's been a really good week. 2023 is going pretty well so far. And as I said, as requested last week, I think Mr. Iger heard us last week. William, I'm sure he was watching. Bob, appreciate you.
Faithful ghost watcher. Robert Iger.
That's right. We appreciate you watching, Mr. Iger.
One of our 800 subs. Bob Iger.
804. Excuse me. And by the way, if you guys pushed us over 800 on December 31st, so we got to 800 subs last year. And if you were one of the people who pushed us to 804, we really appreciate it, guys.
We do.
We're working towards that 1,000. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. It's just a lot of fun. And but if you did sub, because I think we got probably 10 subs, 8 to 10 subs in a couple of days, and so we really appreciate that. Golly, Disney news, guys. They dropped a ton of it today.
Oh, yeah.
CEO Bob Iger is taking a hard look at the way the parks in particular have suffered in the last couple of years. And we know that he has plans to right the ship. The company has been through, some rough stuff. We've had Disney fans have had, thanks. Appreciate that, Dean. Yeah, thanks, Bob, for that 800 subscription. Exactly. Bob must have been our 800th ghost, right, Tina? Bob was our 800th happy haunt. I'm sure he was. But yeah, he is working on the problems. Disney stock, has hit a pretty low number. Just a good many problems that these past couple of years. Bob Iger is there to set the mouse house in order, if you will. And William and I said last week, we really needed some good news here at the beginning of the year. Give us something. We need, Disney fans need something to cheer about, something to be excited about. Let's change that narrative first thing. And oh my goodness, they did it today.
Oh yeah.
And
they came through. And the other thing we asked for was dates. They're really good about saying, spring 2023,
right.
Fall 2023. And so it's like, okay, give us some dates, please.
Definite.
Not only did we
not
get news, we got dates this time around.
We did.
How about that?
We did. So we're gonna jump right into that and cover that. We got a lot of good news today. William, do you have we've got a slideshow, guys. There was so much that I went ahead and did. Okay, excellent, Tina. Been asking for Tina says Disney stock went up 0.83% from yesterday. They have been asking for feedback from visitors. Hopefully, they're finally listening. Amen to that, Jeff and Ange. They have been asking for feedback, and it was like for some that now Disney has always been really good about asking for feedback. When you go into the parks in recent years, there are cast members there with tablets, and they're asking questions. They'll and people are more than happy to stop and answer 4 or 5 questions before going into the park on guest experience. And it was like they weren't hearing us in the past few years. They weren't hearing us. I think they've gone back to listening. I agree 100%. I really do. And so obviously you see our first announcement is, oh my goodness, guys, we finally have a date for Tron, and a specific date. It opens the 4th of April. Ding, there you go. There's our favorite turkey legster.
Hey,
they've been asking, right, exactly, Tina. They have been asking until today. It seems like they were throwing out the answers, right? Just delete. But yes, golly, we've been waiting for 4 years for this date. So it's appropriate that it's gonna open on 4/4, right? Maybe that's why they chose that date 4/4.
Yeah, that's probably.
Because we've been waiting for
I wonder if that's
4
tongue in
years.
cheek.
Now, I highly suspect that it's has more to do with the fact that Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary celebration actually ends on March 31st.
Yeah.
And they want to, go on to something, continue the hype. Yes, the 50th may be over, but now you need to come back.
I would have opened it on the 31st as a way to mark. We've honored the past. It's actually an April Fool's joke. That's pretty good.
Hey, Jeff,
it was over 4 years from when it was announced at D23. Is what Tina said there. But yeah, I would have opened it on the 31st to mark. We've honored the past, present, and now we are going to celebrate the future as we end.
Hey, John.
Of course, they don't have me on payroll, so I couldn't
yet.
I couldn't feed that idea to them. It's
well, I'm sure our 800th happy haunt will take that into be getting the call.
Yeah, there you go.
Stay near the phone. Near the phone.
Yeah.
Stay near the phone.
Feel free to reach it. Send us a direct message on Instagram, Bob Iger.
There you go. John,
I have lots of ideas.
Are you still at Walt Disney World? Are you guys home yet? I know our friends Jane and Travels, John and Nancy were at Disney when you guys popped in last week. So I was wondering if you're still there, still in Orlando. I need to check in with you. And Tina, leading into the 100th anniversary, tying Walt Disney World with Tokyo. Absolutely, Tina, the 100th anniversary. And I'm actually wearing my 100th anniversary Spirit jersey tonight for the very first time. This is its maiden voyage tonight, guys. So, and it's really pretty. Ordered this from Shop Disney not too long ago. And
the design on the back of it is really what puts it over top for me.
Yes. It really is. It has it has the Fab Five plus Chip and Dale on the back, and yeah, it's this one has Disneyland, and it has the let's see, yeah, this one has and it has 100th celebration on the back. I've shown it. Showed it a couple of weeks ago on Hitchhiker Chat. Go on to that next slide, William. But yeah, guys, we are so excited now. What we're going to start. This was the kind of the little, the promo that they put out for the opening Tron Lightcycle Run Walt Disney World. Of course, this is opening in Magic Kingdom in Tomorrowland, and I am so excited that Tomorrowland is getting this new coaster. It will give Tomorrowland a bump. I hope that they will also begin to kind of, pay a little more attention to Tomorrowland and, get something in where Stitch's Great Escape used to be, that kind of thing. But I'm really excited about this one. I am. I think it's going to be great. Let's see. Okay, so Tina got the Walt Disney World one, Wart New Year's Eve. Aw, it is. It is very pretty, isn't it, Tina? Yeah. I really love it. It's just a beautiful pattern.
It's funny. Dean said for a couple months it seems like the Disney's 150th celebration with the 100th anniversary of the company, and finally wrapping up the 50th celebration of Walt Disney World's opening.
Oh my goodness, John! I'm so jealous. There's snowboarding in Kissimmee around until the end of March.
Very nice.
What a great idea, right? Jeff and I need to do some of that. This is something Ed and Heather with Texas Takes. Ed and Heather, if y'all are there, hey, or if you're watching on the replay, have inspired me to kind of put this little bug in Jeff's ear about, Brian, welcome in. Good afternoon. Good evening, I guess.
I think most people snowbird to escape the cold weather, so they come south. And so
exactly,
you're already south, Mom.
Yeah.
How are you going to sell snowbirding, Dad? Whenever?
Well, Heather,
are you going to escape the 82-degree heat that we had today in January?
Well, I guess it wouldn't be called snowbirding for me. What could we come up with? Mouse housing, or
there you go.
I need a monorail like from my front door to Disney World. I think that's what I think that would work out real well. But snowbirding probably wouldn't be in the sales pitch, but I could come up with something. Trust me.
Yeah. Welcome in, Brian. Hope you're having a great time.
Good to see you, Brian. Thanks so much.
Kevin, Theme Park Adventure, welcome in. Great to see you.
Kevin, yeah. Good to see you, Kevin. Okay, go to that next slide. This next one, guys, is a picture of Tron. I'm excited to see what this ride is going to look like with all the landscaping and, everything finished with it. And guys, have y'all thought we're going to have to leave off? We're going to have to exorcise it from our vocabularies. Tron construction.
Yeah.
Tron construction. It's no longer Tron construction. Wow. And we have all kinds of pictures with it in the background. We've got pictures of it from,
all the people riding the People Mover showing updates.
Riding the people.
All the people riding the Tomorrowland Speedway stopping to take pictures.
Yes.
Yeah.
4 years later.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. But I'm so excited. We will now be looking, guys. We're D23 members, so we're going to be looking to get that D23 member preview. We'll see. We're not able to get the one for Cosmic Rewind, but I'm going to try for this one. I'm going to try for it, and if we get it, it'll probably.
Wouldn't that just be the coolest? I mean, Mark and Irene had, and it seemed like they had a fantastic time at the preview, and so it's it'd be
right.
It'll be challenging, but that would just be amazing if we're able to pull that off.
Yeah, it would. And I mean, if we were able to get it, we'd have to go. I mean, if we get it, well, at least for a few days, for like it falls on a Tuesday, I
Oh, does it?
think.
No,
So
have they already said that
the
that?
the well, no, see here, I'm thinking about the
Oh,
actual openings on a
okay. I
Tuesday.
got you.
So I haven't looked at the calendar, guys. I really
Yeah.
need to pull up the calendar and see what that previous week looks like. But it sure would be nice if they could like tie that to, a weekend somehow, and we could just, pop in for a couple of days.
Yeah.
So there will be cast member previews for Disney Vacation Club owners and D23 members, and then you'll have of course, your VIPs and people who will be riding. But yeah, I was just thinking, would it be really cool if they had like Bruce Boxleitner, some of the people, some of the stars from Tron who could actually be there for the opening. Really, really looking forward to seeing that and what that ceremony is going to look like. So it's opening, and just love it. I love the look of it. It's so futuristic. I'm really anxious to ride it.
Me too.
And it's just right where it belongs, right in the middle of Tomorrowland. So it's just perfect. Just a couple of weeks. Okay, Brian.
Very cool. Yeah, that goes for what is it? Is it all of Toontown that's currently closed? I couldn't remember. I knew that they were doing a substantial amount of work to Toontown. With also adding in Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. That's really exciting news.
Mm-hmm. That is. But yeah, I didn't realize it was that close. Thanks for updating us on that, Brian. And we got some updates for Disneyland too. So go to that next slide, William. But yeah, gosh, this is the big news that they dropped, and they dropped this. It was like every hour on the hour they dropped a bomb. They dropped just some really big piece of news. This one we already knew was coming back, and this makes a lot of us happy. Happily Ever After, guys, will be coming back to Magic Kingdom. Oh my goodness, more good news. And this one will be coming back on April the 3rd. It will start again on April the 3rd. So that week, which is a Monday, so that week in Magic Kingdom is going to just be crazy. It'll just be nuts. But I will say, Russ looked today and said when he looked earlier, now it may not be that way now. People are getting off work, they're checking news, what have you. But it may, there were still park reservations available.
Wow.
So yeah. I think Amy said she snagged one. Amy,
very cool.
TV snagged one. So she's going to come down. She still has her annual pass. And so that's the Happily Ever After, which of course was the predecessor to Enchanted, which is the 50th Enchantment. I always say Enchanted. Ever since the thing opened, I've called it Enchanted. Predecessor to Enchantment, and everybody really loves this one. Tina said this makes me happier than Tron. Well, I think a lot of people, probably feel that way. Yeah. So Jeff says we got a park reservation, 4-3, no problem. So, but you jumped on it quick. I'm sure that news is going to travel fast, Jeff. So we'll see, what that looks like. I'm so excited about it, though. Really, just really excited about it. Happily Ever After. Now, it is going to. They did say that they have added projections down Main Street for Happily Ever After. So that's going to be something kind of new. And who knows, they may have put in, may have even put in, some pieces, some video of Walt. Who knows? I'm sure they'll have a couple of surprises for us. But I really hope they leave this thing about the same.
It ain't broke, don't fix it.
There you go.
Leave it alone.
Leave it alone. Just put it back up there. So yeah,
man, I tell you what, it's the I still maintain that, and I've said this before on the channel, but I still maintain that the transition to go the distance right after showing Mufasa is like even just thinking about that gives me goosebumps.
Yeah.
It just it's perfect. I mean, it's perfect. That's for me, as they connect, several of my my very favorite Disney movies. It's just like I said, it's perfect. I love it.
Oh, there's Amy. Yeah.
Hopefully, if they do make any edits, hopefully they are minimal, because it's fantastic. I mean, the end, just the end of the show. I mean,
oh yeah.
There's and people, so I apologize for those of you who really love Enchantment, but for me, there's nothing in Enchantment that gives me that feeling that I have in Happily Ever After.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It is fantastic.
I just the finale to the the end of the show for Happily Ever After. It's perfect. I mean,
it's a good one, and we don't have Happily Ever After on the channel. We don't have a good video, so we'll get a chance to get we have bits and pieces of it. We've got some excerpts, but the last time I saw Happily Ever After, guys, I was with Kylie. She got to see it. I was so excited that Kylie got to see it before it left. It was just that one day, that little surprise day that we snuck into the parks on Dole Whip Day a year ago. Was their first Dole Whip Day, and we got to see it. And Kylie, absolutely, she was just blown away because when we went in 2020, the fireworks weren't back yet. It was still, the whole blip thing going on. And so, but she did get to see it and absolutely loved it. And with her, I thought, okay, I'm not going to video it. I'm just going to enjoy it. I'm going to stand with her and I'm going to watch her watch the show. Yeah. And I took maybe I took some pictures of her, and that was about it. But
yeah, I mean, the last time I saw it would have been Adam's high school graduation trip back in April 2018. Right. Yeah, it was, and it's funny because we're all Disney people here. And so, it's truly, I mean, where else in the world can you go where they shoot fireworks to this degree every day? We're so conditioned to it. There are videos we watch, there are live streams we watch, and we're so conditioned to it that, it's just, I mean, it's truly spectacular. I don't know that there is any more magical place on earth than getting to watch the fireworks show at Magic Kingdom to end your night. Named. I mean, I don't.
So named.
Yeah. I mean, there's obviously some, really majestic and, really incredible sights to see, around the world, but maybe it's just because I'm a crazy Disney person, but, I mean, even though Enchantment wasn't my cup of tea, I'm still at the Magic Kingdom watching, a heck of a fireworks show.
Right.
And so,
goodness, yes.
I mean, how do you top that? Right. So anyway, I'm really excited about this one. Very much looking forward to having an opportunity to see it again.
Yes, Amy, we were just discussing the fact that were when they announced that Tron is opening on the 4th, we were talking about AP, AP previews and what they'll be setting up for that week prior. So, and park reservations. And so I mentioned that you had said you were going to try to go ahead and get a park reservation and try to come on in. So yeah, if I had an annual pass, Bob, I would absolutely have made a park reservation already and just gone in, but yeah, we're excited. Yeah. Stacy, I was so disappointed I hadn't got a chance to see it in person.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, we have the other caveat to this is it's for a limited time. We don't know how limited, but yeah, they're in the article, it does mention for a limited time. So, I mean, it's not saying, oh, you have a month or whatever, but
right.
It's, I don't know how long the run's going to be or what's going to replace it. We don't know that yet, but, I mean, yeah, if you want to see it, make plans and go see it.
It's coming. Absolutely. It sure is. So that's the other thing. It's a fan favorite, nighttime spectacular. It returns to Magic Kingdom Park on April the 3rd, featuring all new projections down Main Street, USA, and Disney Enchantment will be offered through April the 2nd. So if you want to see Enchantment, that you got, a few months to go see Disney Enchantment before they retire that one, hopefully forever, and it'll be Happily Ever After on April the 3rd. So April the 3rd, Happily Ever After. April the 4th, a Tron opens. Gonna be absolutely nuts. So that this and social media, guys, has just been blowing up with all of these, announcements, comments. Bob Iger's working his magic already, so excited. So we're in good shape here. Enchantment actually replaced Happily Ever After on October 1st of 2001 when the Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary celebration started. So, that,
you said 2021. Was that right? Yeah.
Yes.
Stacy says, I'm going to go on record here and saying that if the return of APs is announced by next Tuesday, then we will know Bob Iger does watch the Hitchhiking Bones. And then also, just in case, hey Bob.
Exactly. Funny. So yeah, we're putting in, and the other thing is the Disney dining plan, Mr. Iger. Disney dining plan. Just bring that back to us. We'd love to see that come back to. Okay, so the next bombshell. Go to the next slide. We're not done yet. We are not finished. But wait,
after hit
there's
after hit.
More. Yes. Next slide is the other thing that is coming back on April the 4th. Also on April the 4th, guys, is going to be Epcot Forever. So this particular slide, this is a picture of the
Harmonious.
Fantastic recording that I've got of Harmonious. The last time I was there, again, Mikey, if you're ghost watching, thank you for that fabulous position. Hey, Elena, welcome. So
Elena.
The barges are leaving. The
Stargate, taco barges.
The taco barges, Stargate, they're all leaving. That was now with Harmonious, guys. And we've talked about this. You guys know how we feel about Harmonious. To say that in person, it is it's a spectacular show.
Big show.
There's no doubt.
No, there's no denying that.
Absolutely a spectacular. The tech for this, guys, the pyrotechnics and the use of the water spray, it's phenomenal. It is a phenomenal
I
show.
maintained that it was a better show in my mind than Enchantment was at the Magic Kingdom, which for me to say, for me to say, you know, unlike Dad, for me to say that the Epcot fireworks show is better than the Magic Kingdom's, it's
That's big.
Yeah, that is big.
Yeah, that's pretty big. Yeah. Stacy. La 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 la. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. All together now. Yeah, this one's going away. And one of the main reasons, there were several reasons people didn't like this show. The pyrotech to accomplish the show, there was this huge circular, enormous circular screen, and all of this stuff was out in the middle of the World Showcase Lagoon, and 2 taco barges. We fondly call them the taco barges because they're shaped like tacos, and it totally, these things, instead
and all the
of
octopus-looking arms,
instead of being moved in and out like all of the barges were for illuminations, they stayed. They were permanent fixtures, which blocked that beautiful view across World Showcase Lagoon. Am I the only person that likes Harmonious? You may be, Chris.
Yeah. I liked Harmonious.
I liked it.
I liked Harmonious. Of course, I'll say this: I don't remember. Well, I didn't watch. I'm not sure that I ever watched a full stream of Epcot Forever, so I don't even know what I'm in store for. I think I was just really busy whenever they ran it, and so I enjoyed Harmonious. I liked, like I said, I preferred Harmonious to Enchantment. But
this picture is actually a still from the live stream that you did, William. That is up on our channel. And here's the other piece to that puzzle. I heard a lot of folks say that because Harmonious is now going up on Disney Plus, their live streams got pulled down for copyright.
Oh, really?
Yes. Now that's been the complaint of the day.
So here's something. So at one point, and maybe this was just during the pandemic, but at one point, you could watch the nighttime shows on Disney Plus. They had recordings of, I saw that. And I don't know if it was
going out with a bang,
thing, or if I'm just searching the wrong thing, because I tried to look it up, because there were, I think they had Happily Ever After, they had Fantasmic, both Disney World and Disneyland, I want to say, on Disney Plus at one point. And so I tried searching for those, a few weeks ago, and couldn't find them.
Okay.
And so I was, wondering what happened to them. Anyway.
Well, a lot of folks, Russ, what in the world with Russ? He reported today getting his pulled. They're going to be, if they're putting that on Disney Plus, they're putting Harmonious on Disney Plus, they're going to want you to go there. They're going to
of course,
go there before, in order to see it. So
have we gotten busted yet?
That's going to cause quite a kerfuffle.
I like the solidarity between Dad Builds Chris and Elena K808 of enjoying Harmonious.
Your Harmonious lovers have to stick together. And gosh, really, the main gripe that I think people had with it was it just did not, what they did with it really did not represent Epcot well enough, like Illuminations had, and there is nothing in that show that pulls at your heartstrings. There's no Walt's voice. There's no We Go On. There's nothing that elicits that Disney nostalgia and causes you to well up into tears and just really gives you that magical feeling. There's no pixie dust in this show.
I thought that all the musicians, and I can't remember how many musicians they pulled together
Yes.
to write
Yes.
the show, but to hear some of these favorite to hear some of these favorite Disney songs in their native language, or at least native to the place that they're based on. Was really really pretty. The projections were nice. They shot a lot of fireworks for this
Oh
show,
yeah.
and so it's a good show. But yeah, I mean, there's it just seemed to be, at least for me, it just seemed like there was some piece missing, that kept it from being truly upper echelon. So
Now, see, Stacy says she liked the Disney IP in this one.
yeah, I mean, yeah, that's from the start, people have been divided on that. So some people liking the IP and some people not liking all the IP. I
agree, Amy.
I would like to see a bit more distinction between some of the shows. Also, one of the things that I'd kind of picked up on was, it seemed like Moana was at every nighttime show, and nothing against Moana. I love Moana, but seemed to get like a big feature spot in all the on the nighttime shows. It's like, okay, let's we're pulling from a whole lot of source material. And so, and granted, she's one of the newer, bigger, more successful films. So, I mean, you got that going too, because you got to appeal to the little ones. But, yeah, I would like to see a bit more separation and distinction, for each of the nighttime shows.
I agree. I think
same thing with Frozen. I mean, now they have Frozen too, but same thing with Frozen. I'll throw them in there as well.
Right, Frozen. That's true, and I agree. Mike says not all Disney movies and experience pull at the heartstrings. A lot of them do. A lot of them, not everything does.
Oh, Moana does for me.
Moana. Now, wait, I don't know how many times I took Kylie and my grandbabies to see Moana. I absolutely love Moana. But
Grandma Tala is one of my
one of my kind of absolute favorites. That emotion.
Yeah,
we expect Disney to pull that emotion from us because that's what they always do.
Yeah. So when now that we're shaking things up a little bit, when how much more time do we give it until Encanto's and gonna slide into the Moana or Frozen slot and be in all the nighttime shows?
Well, it's possible. I don't know. I don't know how. I'm not sure. What's coming down the pike. They have not had, with recent features, they have not had as much success, really, I think, as they would like to have seen with the more recent stuff. Incredibles comes to mind, and that one's, already several years old, amazingly enough.
Yeah.
But at any rate, we're getting back. We are getting back Epcot Forever, and Epcot Forever, guys, gets you right in the heart, if y'all recall. First rattle out of the box, because it's Walt's voice.
Yeah.
And Epcot Forever also slides in some of those nostalgic old Epcot songs from the opening, So, and that's I think people just want some Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Give us some Easter eggs. We love those Easter eggs.
I do find it interesting that they created the Enchantment show, and then later on added in the exact things that we said were missing.
That's true. They did. They did. Oh my goodness. Yeah. That's not a good idea, Chris. I don't recommend it. I absolutely do not recommend that. Oh, thanks, Mike. No problems. But yeah, so we're excited about this one. And honestly, guys, Harmonious, I've got an interesting problem here, because I have this fabulous recording or video of Harmonious. Do I put it up? do not put it up. You know, I may go ahead and put it up. If it gets pulled, I'll just make it, you know, we'll just pull it back
Yeah,
to.
yeah. I mean, pull it up for our own purposes. You know, I mean, there's
Um,
we have other
mhm.
videos that are unlisted, that are, you know, for our own, you know, entertainment, you know,
Mhm.
and for
Mhm.
preservation.
That's true.
So, oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely pull it up if they complain. Just set it unlisted, and
that's
we
true.
still have it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. See, Tina feels like, you know, all of us have kind of differing opinions on this. That she didn't like the IP in as much IP in Epcot,
Hmm.
and uh, I I I don't know. It doesn't bother me as badly, I think. But we were expecting. We knew that Epcot Forever was temporary, and so we were expecting something akin to Harmonious,
Mm.
right? We've still got Harmonious was spectacular tribute to the world, to history.
You
You
mean
know, it was so.
Illuminations? You said
Um,
harmonious. Do you mean Illuminations?
I mean, Illuminations.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct me when I say something wrong. Illuminations was just this incredible. The music was, in my opinion, the best that Disney has ever done. Was for Illuminations. It was all written specifically for that show. It was just the such a wonderful and perfect and appropriate tribute to Epcot, to the world. And so, you know, we've got this in our heads, and then they give us Harmonious, which was so completely different. And
Oh yeah.
I think that was, you know, people had trouble. I had trouble making the leap.
Yeah.
Uh, so, but
Well,
anyway,
yeah, I mean, you and Dad were such big fans of Illuminations that,
yes,
yeah.
yeah, totally, totally. So, anyway, I've also, and we'll move on from this in just a second. Also, I find it, I really am kind of sad that they're pulling all this tech out. I
Oh
mean,
yeah. That's that. You know, that is, you know, something worth acknowledging and mourning is that they, you
mhm,
know, sunk. There's a lot of sunk cost that goes into this.
millions
Yeah.
into
Uh,
all of this equipment. It all had, you know, it's all custom
yeah.
stuff. You know, I mean, it had to be built specifically for this show. There's no telling how many millions of dollars Disney sunk into it. Okay, I don't like the view across, you know, World Showcase
Uh-huh.
Lagoon being blocked by the taco barges either. However, it's been blocked for a while now. Okay, just change the show, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, just give us kind of update the show like they
Revamp it
did
a little. You
with
know,
Enchantment.
use some of the elements. You know, still.
Sure, sure.
Um, yeah.
So
It's
yeah,
yeah. I mean, that's a good point. You know, that's a lot of effort and work to put into a show to have such a short run. You know, I mean, it's one
yes.
thing for them to change. It's one thing for them to change Enchantment back to, you know, happily ever after.
Mhm.
But for them to build all of this stuff, drag it out into the lagoon, and
Mhm.
you know, I just, yeah, I
Right.
mean,
Yeah.
well, what are you going to do with it all? I mean, you're just going to, throw it in a giant warehouse somewhere. You're just going to, you know, cut it up,
What?
use it for parts.
Dismantle
I
it?
mean, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
That's, you know,
yeah.
that's a really interesting thing to acknowledge. Is what do you do with it?
Mhm. Right. Right. So I don't know. You know
Good question
exactly
from
what
Elena here.
you know their plans are.
Again, I haven't seen Epcot Forever, or at least not that
Mhm.
I can recall.
Mhm.
So,
Go to Resort TV One, pick out
mhm,
a Resort TV One stream, and I never saw Epcot Forever in
in
person
person,
because it ran
yeah,
for such a short time. And Epcot Forever was always supposed to be the segue to, uh, excuse me, to the new
harmonious,
show,
yeah.
which is Harmonious. Harmonious
Have a good
was
night,
not
Dean.
designed specifically for the 50th, guys. It was Harmonious was always coming down the pike. It just happened to come down, around the same time the 50th started, but it was not designed to be a 50th anniversary show the way Enchantment was. It was there to, they knew they were going to replace Illuminations. Epcot Forever was kind of the fill-in between the gap, and then of course Harmonious started. But it's Harmonious, guys. If you haven't seen it, Harmonious to me is easily the biggest show they've ever done. It's the biggest as far as, the number of fireworks, all the, lasers and the
spread out
water projections.
Like
it's huge.
Water and the Stargate that they're projecting on also.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, thanks, Dean. Appreciate it. Appreciate you popping in. Thanks for being here as always, helping keep the chat family friendly. Anyway, so that one's going away, guys. You've got a little more time to see Harmonious, and it is a spectacular show. I do recommend if you are at Disney World, it is destination worthy. So by all means, go to Epcot. Have a wonderful day in the World Showcase and watch Harmonious before it goes away. And it's going away pretty quick. So we've got a lot of changes coming up. That is one of them. And that's also gonna happen. So you're gonna have Happily Ever After and Epcot Forever come back back to both parks on April the 3rd. So that's gonna be pretty amazing.
You can go on to the next
slide. Next slide. So beginning in the next few months, and I don't think we got a specific date on this one, but it is a new announcement. Walt Disney World annual pass holders will be able to visit the theme parks after 2 p.m. without a park reservation.
How about that?
Okay, so this is good news. Any sentence that contains the words "without needing a park reservation" is a good sentence.
Oh yeah,
to hear from Disney.
Welcome in, Blaine. Thanks for being here. Really creative.
Oh hey, Blaine. Well, thanks so much for being here. Appreciate you coming in. Okay, so that's going to happen except on Saturdays and Sundays at Magic Kingdom. So, and your blackout dates, for your passes will still apply. And it says the statement that Disney put out says, while the theme park reservation system remains important to manage attendance in our parks, especially on busier days, we realize our pass holders enjoy more spontaneous visits, and this change will make that possible. Pass holders will also receive access to Disney Photo Pass lenses and one complimentary Cinderella Castle Mural of Memories experience. Now, I don't know. Does anybody know what a Cinderella Castle Mural of Memories experience is? So that's so those are two things that are going to be happening. So if you are an AP holder, it is our dream, all of our friends down there, Mars and the Mouse, you can park hop after 2 p.m. without making a reservation for the park that you're hopping to. So that's a biggie. That really is a big one for annual pass holders. It's great to see you, Blaine. Yeah, it's great to see you. Yeah, so that's a big one. Next we have and they're putting, like I said, they're putting in a couple of little extra things there, guys, with the Photo Pass lenses, and we'll do a little investigating into that complimentary Cinderella Castle Mural of Memories experience. And just as Russ, y'all know how much we love Russ. He said earlier that this was just a funny thing. He said, Disney also said on select even-numbered days during the third week of every month after 4:26 p.m., all ticket holders can take a bus to Disney Springs for free. Just kind of making fun of
Mm-hmm.
the ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah.
There's the fine print will get you,
Yeah.
guys. The fine print will kill you. And another announcement. The hits just keep on coming, guys. Free resort parking. William, this one has been a real sore spot with you. Beginning January 10th, overnight self-parking will once again be offered complimentary to guests staying at Disney Resort hotels.
As it should be.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Of course, what happened, what they probably did was increase the price to stay on property.
Yeah, to cover it.
Yeah, it's all a shell game, I hate to be that guy, but I'm sure that they did something to offset this because let's face it,
hey, Mark.
that there's too much money in parking, and that extends not just to Disney, but
that's true.
all the sports arenas.
That's true.
It's interesting. There's there's a guy that I follow who does like this giant Nerf event at Cowboy Stadium every year, AT&T Stadium there in Arlington, and so the parking for that event is free, which doesn't happen, normally at especially not at Cowboys games. Right. My goodness. Right. And also, so he wanted to do the same thing. He took the event out to LA to the new stadium, and had the event out there, and people were blown away that parking would be free for that event because it just blew their minds. Like nothing out there, parking's never free out there for anybody.
Oh no,
and so everybody's minds were blown. They were like, "Man, I'll come to your event. Just I'll buy a ticket to this event just to be able to park for a cheaper price." So anyway, it's funny too because the same guy, Lucas Oil Stadium out in Indianapolis, reached out to him about taking the event out there, and he wants parking to be free, and they're saying basically we can't do that. So right. So there's a ton of money in parking. I know that. I've heard that. I've heard Mark Cuban say before. About the American Airlines Center in Dallas, where the Dallas Stars play and the Dallas Mavericks play. There's just one of the things they ran into that they everything was grown up around them whenever they built there, and so one of the things he lamented was not owning more of the property around the stadium to charge people parking. And so anyway, parking, it's not just Disney. There are a lot of entities that really cash in on parking, and so for them to go ahead and make self-parking, free to, guests at the staying on property is 1,000% a move in the right direction. My goodness, especially whenever you take into consideration that there's no Magical Express. So yes.
There's another ouch. So and this graphic, it's. Obviously, this is Animal Kingdom Lodge, but they never should have started. I mean, if you're already paying to stay on property, your parking at that resort should be free. Come on now, that's adding insult to injury. So, Mark says Irene used to work in event ticketing. Most events would charge parking $10 a car, but Disney on Ice would pick to add the ticket pricing plus $3 for parking. Ticket price plus $3 for parking. There's a lot of money in it, but so that's a good one. That's a good one because that one stung. So we appreciate you for that one. Mr. Iger for sure. So that's gonna. Now I think like for DVC, for Disney Vacation Club members, it was free to park. Yes, Tina, am I right? They never charged y'all,
I
right?
would surely hope so.
For yeah, I'm thinking yes. Okay, DVC has always been free. Okay, yeah, that I guess they just didn't have the nerve to to try to charge DVC. Y'all are already paying so much money to be members of DVC to start with. I guess that yes, it was free for DVC. Okay,
There we go.
good deal. But yeah. Well, that would have just
Yeah,
that
I
would
mean,
that just wouldn't work.
one of our complaints, one of our criticisms, one of our critiques of, um, where they've gone with everything after reopening after the pandemic, is the whole nickel and dime thing. So,
Oh yeah, yeah.
for them to finally, reverse and make something complimentary again, it's funny that we're so excited about this,
All right.
because I mean, this is the way it should be, and I think
Exactly.
that's part of the
And
mind
this is the way
games
it was.
also. Yeah,
Yeah, this is the
I
way it
think it's
was.
also part of the mind games as well. So yeah, exactly.
Okay, okay.
There you
There
go.
you go. So we actually already pay for parking, quote, quote, in the form of our dues, right?
Okay.
The parking lot expense is a line item, so they could charge DVC. There you
Mm,
go. Well, and as it should be. Again,
yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
think
come
they
on,
should charge
my goodness.
anybody, who's staying at the resorts, but especially not DVC. But yeah, thanks for that clarification on that, Marks. But this is something that, that
Moving in the right direction.
Mr. Iger has given back to us,
Yeah.
has made right again. And I think I think he's just getting started, folks. I hope he's just getting started. So the next slide, William, there.
A little bit of Disneyland news.
And this is Disneyland. Magic keys to be sold again at Disneyland from time to time, quote, quote. The announcement said, we've been thrilled to see the incredible ongoing demand for our Magic Key program, which provides reservation-based admission to one or both Disneyland Resort theme parks throughout the year. Not to mention the chance to unlock the magic visit after visit. Disneyland Resort will make select Magic Key passes available for new sales from time to time throughout 2023 as pass inventory becomes available. Continue to check
Mom cut out, or is it just my internet? I may need to let go of the Wi-Fi. Chat, let me know if Mom cut out or if it's just me. I don't know if she's frozen or not. Could be me. Dawn's frozen. Alrighty. Well then, of course, I do not have the notes up because I am sharing my screen over here on the right hand side. Thanks for the heads up, chat, and welcome in Space Mountain Dave Cantrell. So I'll actually, till she comes back. Let's see here. Oh, there she goes. She's out of here. So I'll do my best to keep the show afloat here. Mark says we might get a Disneyland Magic Key. How about that? That it'd be quite different for y'all. Y'all just it's not been too long ago that y'all took your first trip there, right? If I remember correctly. If not, I know that you went not too long ago. So that'd be really exciting. Let me get you written down here, Dave. Let's see here. Now, Dave. Trip. Thanks for being here, Dave. Alrighty, let's see here. Scrolling the comments. Yeah, she's frozen. Thanks for the heads up, y'all. We still have you. Good deal. I'm glad one of us is still here. So actually, I'm going to stop sharing to bring up the show notes. So here is the picture of the Magic Key button as Mom was walking through a description of the updates. Let me stop sharing real quick. Remember which tab I'm on here. And stop screen. All right. Let's see. Till she gets back, I'm going to bring up the notes for the show real quick and give the update that she was part of the way through giving. Let's see here. So Magic Keys are going to be sold again at Disneyland from time to time, as Mom mentioned. Welcome in, Jeanette. Thanks for being here. Sebastian the Crab. Appreciate you being here. As Mom would say, you are so crabulous. The Crab. Michael Brawl, welcome in. Great to see you as well. Let's see here. So we're calling a little bit of an audible here because Mom got frozen up. So, okay, all right. Mark says, we went in October wasn't the first trip. We actually announced pregnancy with Wally Disney. Oh, wonderful. That's fantastic. I didn't realize that. Specifically with Chewbacca. That is the coolest. Yeah, that is the coolest. Very, very cool, Mark. Yeah, keep us updated if you decide to get a magic key. But let's see. The quote is, we've been thrilled to see the incredible ongoing demand for our Magic Key program, which provides reservation-based admission to one or both Disneyland theme parks throughout the year, not to mention the chance to unlock magic. Visit after visit, the Disneyland Resort will make select Magic Key passes available for new sales from time to time throughout the 2023 as pass inventory becomes available. Keep checking Disneyland.com/Magic Key for passes on sale dates and availability. Also, so this would be the next slide, which hopefully Mom is able to rejoin the stream here, and I can actually show the slideshow versus just telling you the news. But the next line item for our Disney news that dropped today is Walt Disney World guests who purchase Genie Plus will receive complimentary digital downloads of attraction photos, meaning on-ride photos. So that's really cool. Andy, for me, since it's been so long since we've seen them offer things complimentary, it's fantastic to see. I mean, granted, let's not re-open that that wound. The Genie Plus, obviously replacing Fast Pass, and with Fast Pass being complimentary previously, if we're paying for a service now, which achieves the same purpose, I'm glad that we're getting something complimentary along with it. So those are on-ride photos for attractions. A date for the new benefit has not been announced yet, so let me know in the chat if you've seen one. As far as we know, one has not been released yet. Let's see here. Let's see. Mark says Bob Iger's not Bob Chapek willing to give a free thing after the price goes up 10%. Yeah. Mike says they're going to have to do a lot better than what they've done today to get my business to go to Florida with exchange and cost. Yeah, I understand that. Let's see here. All right, I think I'm caught up. Next bit of Disney news, and this is really cool. I actually sent this to Mom because I came across it on Twitter. The drone show that they're doing at Disneyland Paris. So a little bit of across the pond news for you here. Disneyland Paris is going to celebrate the 30th anniversary as it comes to a close. Their 30th anniversary coming to a close on September 30th, 2023. And they are this new drone show. So Mark says the Paris drone show looks really cool. I've only seen a few clips of it, but yeah, it does look really cool. Let's see here. Mom says I'm back. Oh, there you are. Let me pull you back in here, Mom. Have to adjust the
hey,
fix the screens real quick. Start sharing again.
Guys. Sorry about that, guys.
I was worried.
I just installed.
A little bit ago, I had swapped to the Wi-Fi on my phone instead of just using the phone's network capabilities, and so I was worried that I was the one that was frozen. But indeed, it was you. So
It was I have a new router. I just installed a new router today, and so apparently we've got a few glitches to work out.
Um, let's see
Yeah.
here. The Magic Key again. Disneyland. We just finished talking about that. Here's here's Mom and Dad's and Mike Wheeler and Russ from What in the World with Russ. Here's their ride photo from Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Again, those that buy Genie Plus will be able to get these complimentary now. Which again, as I mentioned while Mom was trying to get reconnected to the stream. As I mentioned, I would like to see the word complimentary used a lot more once again, related to things going on at the parks. Really neat bit of news there.
Julio, welcome in. I think we're probably going to spend the majority of a future show, like in the next, possibly even next week, talking about Universal Studios.
Talking about Epic Universe specifically,
Epic Universe
related to.
It's gonna be opening. So yeah, we definitely. So Julio, watch for that. Watch for that show. We'll gather as much information as we can. Let you know where it's going to be. Everything that they have announced about it so far, and they haven't announced they haven't been real specific about it yet. But we'll pull together as much information as we can for you. But thanks for being here.
Do you want to read the news line that you had for the Paris 30th anniversary?
Okay, the drone show, guys, and this one came up on Walt Disney World News today, WDWNT today. A drone show at Disneyland Paris with the 30th anniversary coming to a close on September 30th. The resort had some incredible finale experiences planned for guests, from a brand new Marvel drone show performed daily, featuring your favorite superheroes, and the return of Disney Dreams, Nighttime Spectacular, to the launch of a new show, Pixar We Belong Together. We're thrilled to share details on this exciting news. It's going to be called Avengers Power the Night.
Very cool.
And
so
Oh,
go ahead.
From January 28th through May the 8th, guests will be treated to an incredible drone show that will light up the night skies at Walt Disney Studios Park. This exclusive new show, dedicated to fan favorite superheroes, combines music, lights, pyrotechnic effects, and video projections onto the Tower of Terror.
Neat.
And that's not all. Up to 500 drones. Yes, 500 will form a series of lighting sequences themed to the powers of heroic superheroes such as Captain America, Captain Marvel, Scarlet Witch, and for the first time at Disneyland Paris, Shang-Chi. Innovation is in our DNA, and we're excited to embrace a breadth of technological elements to bring these stories to life in thrilling new ways. And that was taken from the actual announcement of this new drone show in Paris. So
Tina says that's a lot of drones. So I looked, I saw this tweet and passed it on to Mom, and I looked at the top comment that I saw on that tweet was somebody said 500. They said the current drone show only uses like 150. So,
golly.
So they're really scaling this up.
They are.
And so hopefully we'll see a vlog or, see somebody put up a stream or something showing this show, because I mean, with that many drones, there's no telling what they'll be able to do.
Right. Exactly.
That is really cool.
Yeah, that's really gonna be a neat one. Can't wait to see that one. I don't know that we'll make it to Paris, but maybe we can watch that for some of our live streamers who live stream from Disneyland Paris. It's gonna be a great one. It really is. And let's see. Then we had we just had a couple of little extra things. Those are most of the big announcements that they made. And quite frankly, folks, I think they're just getting started. I mean, I really feel like Bob Iger, again, wants to change the narrative to, when we find out that Disney has a new announcement, we don't cringe.
Yeah.
We're excited again.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be his approach to change that narrative to something positive. So, that's good. And then the next couple of things were just kind of incidentals. The next slide there is just a new Spirit jersey it's a Star Wars Spirit jersey, and it's just in time for, of course, Valentine's Day. And there's the front. This is the back.
So you see, the back on this one says "I love you," and then obviously the matching one says "I know."
Right.
I think it's really strange that they decided to put "I love you" 4 times on the back. And that the Star Wars logos, down closer to your bottom rather than being, closer to the top of the neck. So interesting decision here. I feel like they could have done more with this. More, especially the concept, really.
Right.
But
right. I was kind of confused by the fact that they put it 4 times. Are we missing something here, folks? Is there?
Although I'm sure it'll make for cute pictures. Well, people taking pictures side by side. Because the ellipses after I love you, and then they continue the ellipses onto the I know.
Right.
Which
over to the right, you see the matching jersey
Solo.
That says "I know." Of course, Princess Leia and Han Solo. And then if you go to the next slide, it's going to show you the front.
Now, I must say this this is a really cute take on if you have to get dragged kicking and screaming into wearing a couple shirt at Disney,
right.
at the very least, the Millennium Falcon, it has just a little hint of a heart shape instead of its traditional shape.
It does, and
which is really neat. A really neat, play with these shirts.
Yeah, there you go.
There's never better look at it.
Look at that.
Yeah. Anyway, it's cute. It'll be, like I said, it'll make for cute pictures. I'm sure that we'll see people lined up back to back with the, having the shirts continue.
Right. Cute. Yeah.
The line.
I thought it was a neat idea. I love this idea I love the concept of it. I'm not sure about that, with it saying 4 times. I'm not quite sure about that unless we're missing something.
I feel like they could have just put like one. They could have just put one and then put like a picture of, like a shot of, like Leia, a picture of Leia and then Han on the other one.
Yeah, done something a little bit different, but anyway, it is a cute concept, and that I wanted to show you that because you guys know I love Spirit jerseys. Yeah. So, and also, guys, I'm sure that just continuing with some miscellaneous announcements, Marvel star Jeremy Renner, who plays Hawkeye, is reportedly crushing all of his progress goals in the wake of his snowplow accident, which is good news.
Yeah, and good heavens, my goodness! He's very fortunate to be alive, based off of the details that have emerged, related to his accident. My goodness.
Yeah, he got run over by his own snowplow, guys. It was quite. Yeah, it was pretty bad, and was injured pretty badly. And again, as William says, he's probably lucky to be alive in this. So we're glad that he's doing okay.
Yeah,
I did want to.
Hope he makes a full recovery.
Member of the MCU and plays Hawkeye. And the next slide, guys, is just is what we have always loved football and wanted to give a nod to Damar Hamlin of the Buffalo Bills, who's also making excellent progress since his cardiac incident on the field last week. Our prayers have been with him. A lot of people,
his family,
have been praying for him. Just really scary incident on the field. He just basically fell over on the field, and the first responders and the team medics who responded there
Essentially saved his life. Yeah. Yeah. So thankfully, he's, we've seen updates, related to him. Yeah. I mean, just absolutely crazy scene, in my lifetime, the other, I guess, big injury you could say that, I can remember in my lifetime was Kevin Everett of the Buffalo Bills. And they changed some of the kickoff rules after his injury. He was paralyzed from the neck down,
yes.
I believe. And
I remember that one.
Yeah. But yeah, very, very grateful. And quite frankly, it's amazing that, he's already, seemingly regained as much quality of life that he's regained after, given the circumstances for Damar Hamlin. So, yeah, hopefully, continues to recover and, get back to that same quality of life that he had enjoyed before this, just, very much a crazy medical situation.
Yeah. Yeah. So our very best to him and his family. And we're thinking about
the unity that, this situation has brought about has also been very refreshing as well.
That's true. Very true.
Lots of money was raised for his foundation as well.
Which is wonderful.
Raising money for kids for Christmas. So
yeah.
I mean, that's
a good deal.
Lots of good things have come out of a very, very terrible situation. So thankful for that, and obviously prayers answered as well for Damar, and hopefully he continues to recover and stays on track, gets back to that same quality of life he was able to enjoy before this crazy medical situation.
Oh yeah. And this quote, guys, was just one that I wanted to include because I think I thought it was pertinent for everything that
new year, all the news.
The news. Bob Iger seems to really be honoring this quote by Walt Disney. We keep moving forward, opening up new doors and doing new things because we're curious, and curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. And so that seemed to be an appropriate way to begin the new year, but just to as a nod to all these great announcements. And we know it takes time. We didn't get into this situation overnight. It took a while, but I think Bob Iger has in mind setting the Mouse House in order. So that one seemed to be an appropriate quote. Oh, yeah. And guys, if you have any questions about any of it, by all means, of course you can look it up.
Or if there's anything we missed, for sure, let us know. Because I mean, with an avalanche of news, inevitably there's going to be something in there that gets, doesn't get talked about as much, or acknowledged as much,
or something we may have missed. There are a lot of announcements today, guys, and I tried really hard to to get all of them in there. But if you know of something that we missed, by all means, let us know. Put it in the comments, and of course, you can always contact us on Instagram, but at thehitchhikingbones@gmail.com as well. But yeah, that's we're excited about all this stuff. What are you most excited about, William? What do you think? What are you most excited about? Oh, you're on mute.
Oh, sorry there.
There you go.
Sorry about that. I'm a big Tron fan. So, obviously I'm really excited about Happily Ever After. I'm excited for Wyatt to see Happily Ever After as well. And so, I think I have to give the edge to Tron just because I love Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland needs a little bit of a shot in the arm, if you will. So, I think it's going to look great at nighttime. And, I'm glad that, with things I'm just glad to see a bit of new life come back to Tomorrowland. So very
Yes.
excited about it. Yeah, hope it's awesome.
Yes.
Hope the music for the ride is also great.
Mhm.
But let's see, what is it? Daft Punk, I think, did the Tron Legacy soundtrack, and you could easily
Mhm.
use that as workout music because I mean it's that upbeat kind of, you know, oh, EDM music, electronic digital
Mhm.
music, and yeah, the you could play was it Derezzed, if you need to
Yes.
if you need to if you need to kind of get the blood pumping a little bit, you can go look up "Derez" by Daft Punk from the Tron Legacy soundtrack, and it's solid.
And speaking of, we'll go to Hitchhiker highlight tonight, which is obviously going to be Tron. The original movie came out in 1982, and a lot of people, guys, go watch the Tron movies.
Yeah.
It came out in 1982. It was rated PG and TV PG. It's an hour and 36 minutes. I still love this movie.
Mm,
I really do. It stars Jeff Bridges as
yeah.
Kevin Flynn, Bruce Boxleitner, who was a very popular actor. Then he was in a lot of TV back then too, as Alan Bradley. David Warner plays Ed Dillinger, the villain, and Sydney Morgan plays Laura. It's the description. A computer hacker is abducted into the digital world and forced to participate in gladiatorial games where his only chance of escape is with the help of a heroic security program.
Mm,
And so you have it's really cool. Now, the only reason I did read this, guys, which I thought was fascinating, the only reason Tron was not nominated for an Academy Award in 1982 was because at that point, computer generated CGI was so new that
mm.
they felt like it was kind of cheating.
Interesting.
So,
That's interesting.
yeah. So it didn't get a nomination for special effects. And so I thought that was really interesting. But also, so there's Tron, which came out in '82, and then the other one is Tron Legacy from which came out in 2010 was the other movie, and then there was a Tron Evolution, which was a video game that also came out in 2010, and then there was an animated version of Tron, which ran from 2012 to 2013. And I haven't seen that. I don't know. I'd have to look it up to see, if that animated series is on, any of the like Netflix, or I don't know if it's on Disney Plus or what, but it's called Tron Uprising, animated series from 2012 to 2013 that ran. And I'll have to definitely look that up. Okay, Jonathan. Okay, so Jonathan is recommending that animated series. Elijah Wood voiced. So that was Tron Uprising. That's pretty cool. Jonathan, I'll have to look that up. I wonder if that's now. I don't think it's on Disney Plus, but I haven't searched it, so I don't know. Now I did not check to see if Tron is on Disney Plus. If somebody wants to check that right quick, Tron and Tron Legacy, to see if they're on Disney Plus. But yeah, it was very new tech in 1982, and you would think if anything was going to be nominated by the Academy for special effects, it would have been Tron. But because it was computer special effects, they considered it cheating, so they didn't give him an Oscar nod, which is really interesting.
I tried to look real quick.
Okay.
I have a little
Okay.
Lightcycle battle Lego set, and it's in a closet. And so I've got to see if I can dig that up in preparation for next week's show to show that.
Cool. So Stacy, thanks so much for looking that up for us. Tron and Tron Legacy are on Disney Plus, and also Tron Uprising, which is the animated. So I'm gonna go watch Tron Uprising, guys, and I may watch the other two before then. We've got plenty of time to watch those. If you've never seen Tron, by all means, go watch it. It's just a really fun, show. And it will, give you an idea of the background where this ride, how it was inspired.
Yeah. And I say this every time we talk about a movie that involves this show, but there's an episode of Prop Culture dedicated to Tron, the original Tron movie.
That's yes.
And so check that out. It's Prop Culture is great. Couldn't recommend it enough.
On Disney Plus.
I always enjoy being able to look at kind of behind the scenes stuff.
Thanks, Stacy.
So like
you're good.
Behind the attraction, Prop Culture, the more of that type of thing they can continue pumping out. I just love it. So hopefully we'll continue to get that type of content.
I agree. I'd love to. They do. And so go watch all this stuff, guys. It's good. If you're not familiar with Tron, you don't know the movie that inspired this ride, by all means, familiarize yourself with it, because then when you get to ride it or you get to see it, even if you're not going to ride it, you get to see it, you'll know, why it looks the way it does and how that ties in with the movie. So it's going to be fun. Loungefly actually put out a mini backpack a couple of months ago that was Tron. It was a light up thing. And so I'm sure those will be available. I'd kind of like to have that one.
I'm hoping that
there'll be merch.
I mentioned this previously, but I'm hoping that there's going to be lots of cool light up merch. Because obviously, Disney's always fun to, at nighttime to see all the bubble wands and, the little spinning toys the kids have, and
light up necklaces.
And so hopefully there's lots of light up merch for that ride.
Yeah, so I think there will be ears. We're gonna get a lot of good stuff for that one. I'm really looking forward to the merch for this because it's gonna be so cool looking. A lot of glow in the dark. There'll be a cool Spirit jersey. There'll be some cool ears. There'll be probably some more lounge flies and bags and what have you. So we're really looking forward to seeing what they come up with. As a pivot, guys, for show and tell tonight, I wanted to show you this. This is not Tron related, but I have to show you this because it is so cool. They not long ago on Shop Disney, I had looked at this bag when it came out initially, and I thought this is just a really cool bag. It's a Haunted Mansion, and I got this on. This is a Haunted Mansion, a Dooney Burke bag. I got this recently. I think Jillian got one too on Shop Disney, and I got an extra 20% and free shipping, and it was like a third of the usual cost. This is their pebble leather, very high quality. Dooney has all that great detailing, and as you can see, this is a Haunted Mansion pattern, but it doesn't scream Haunted Mansion. It has more blues and aquas. This will look great with jeans, or it's a navy. It may look kind of black, but it's actually the straps and everything are kind of a navy color. It has this outside pocket.
Talk us through some of the stuff that you can see on it, like some of the characters on the design.
Yes. So we have the groundskeeper there. We have
and his dog,
Madame Leota, the dog. We have, let's see, what else do we have?
The ballroom dancers.
Yeah. Okay, we have the ballroom dancers. This side you can see
obviously the hitchhiking ghosts.
a little better. You have the Hitchhiking Ghost. You have
Gus Ezra
Madame
and Phineas.
Leota. Yeah, the ballroom dancers are really cute. You have You May Now Kiss the Bride. You've got the
Constance
bride
Hatchaway.
from Constance Hatchaway. But yeah, see, she's like, let's see. Yeah, now a placement. Here she is right here.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't get a really good because she's the zipper kind of interfered with. But here's the ballroom dancers.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Hitchhiking Ghost right here. You have the groundskeeper over here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's just kind of it's real different looking, and I just love it. I'm really excited about it.
Are the Phantom 5 on there? Can you see?
It says beware of hitchhiking ghosts. Let me look. I don't see them.
Okay. Well, that's
You May Now Kiss the Bride. Yeah, I don't see them. I don't think they're on here. Madame Leota with the trumpet. Yeah, I don't see them. But anyway, it's really pretty. It has a taupe interior with all the slip pockets and everything, and it has, of course, these straps, and then it also has it's just a satchel bag, I think is what it's called. But anyway, I love this. Dooney and Burke is really high quality, and I'm not real hard on bags, but guys, I've got Dooneys that I've been carrying. I mean, I've had for like 20 years, and they're still look fantastic. So, when you can get a Dooney for a third of the price, with free shipping plus an extra 20% off, I think I paid like $97 for this bag. It's like a $300 bag.
Yeah.
That's a win. And I will use that and enjoy it and carry it for a long, long time to come. So I just wanted to show you that.
Speaking of behind the scenes shows, they dropped 10 episodes to season 2 of the Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom on the Disney Plus.
A couple of them.
So we've watched 3 in our household. So we're on episode 4 now. But we love this show. I mean, we love this show.
Yeah, it's neat.
How cool, definitely before the next trip.
It is. Totally is.
Definitely before the next trip, we'll need to go through and refresh the memory on, for this show, because, it's not just Animal Kingdom. You've got, you've got the Sea with Nemo and Friends, that area. So they also showed one of the horses training to pull Cinderella's carriage for weddings.
Oh, I haven't seen that episode yet. How cool is that?
And so,
wow,
it's so much bigger than just Animal Kingdom. So,
how neat!
Really, really neat show. It's great. I love it.
Good.
Again, I'm a big behind the scenes guy. Show me more of that type of more of that material and historical. Give me more information on Imagineers. Now that's
behind the attraction, the Imagineering story, prop culture. Wow, all of those are fantastic. If you haven't seen them, by all means, watch them.
It was cool
Try to
too.
work up a list of our favorite Disney Plus series and
on one of our on one of our more recent trips at the Sea with Nemo and Friends. I gave her a shout out by name on stream after that trip. One of the cast members there at the Sea with Nemo and Friends, she said, "Hey, have y'all seen?" When she was pointed out one of the animals from, one of the sea creatures from the Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom show to us there in the tank. She's like, so that's really neat. So I just think it's things like that kind of enhance the experience altogether. It's so much fun, and it's just mind boggling the things that they've trained some of these wild animals to do. It's pretty so cool. There's I don't want to give a spoiler necessarily, but one of the episodes features a raven learning a new trick for the bird show that they do. And
And
it's
the
just,
macaws,
yeah,
for the
it's
macaw
just
show at
crazy
the tree of
that
life.
what
Yeah.
the things that they are able to train these animals to do is just
Oh yeah.
mind boggling.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I have a
it's
short that I
really
need
cool.
to put up of the macaw show, too, that I need to get up. You just reminded me. Wait, I need to get that up. But yeah, good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, Stacy says, "Will, when you're in the parks, you forget that they are wild animals." Yeah.
Well,
And it's super cool too, because one of the other things they worked on was a different kind of container for the giraffes to eat out of, to keep them out of the path that the ride vehicles drive on for Kilimanjaro safaris. So,
yeah,
it's just, all the thought and work that goes on behind the scenes that I mean, these animals get sick, they get injured, and so they bring new animals in. They have to be gradually kind of
they
introduced.
do.
And so
They breed. They have, they
mhm,
breed. They breed the animals. They have to take care of them,
yeah,
during their gestation periods. It's really incredible.
no, it is.
Animal Kingdom, Kilimanjaro Safari, guys. The area that Kilimanjaro Safari covers is over 200 acres. It's
Crazy.
enormous.
Yeah.
It is, people, I'm sure that so many times people just walk in and they think of it as just another zoo attraction, or just
Uh-huh.
another, without really appreciating what that is. That
Yeah.
you're not going to get any closer to an African safari
Hmm.
without going to Africa, Kenya, or a place where the large animals are, than Kilimanjaro Safari outside of Africa. And it's all right there in Walt Disney World. It's incredible. It really is. So, yeah. Um, yeah. I think that's all I have for tonight. William, we appreciate you guys hanging in there. There's so many
Yeah.
things to talk about and things
Please
we're
pardon our
excited
pixie
about.
dust as, as they put up on the walls there, doing construction around the parks.
Yeah.
So a little bit of channel news. This coming Saturday, Mom is looking to post her Splash Mountain video from October. She had the pleasure of riding the Splash Mountain with Russ and Mikey for the last time, and they just had a great time together. A whole lot of fun. Look for that video on Saturday. Also, check out Mike Wheeler's channel, because Mom shows up in a couple of shorts that he put out within the last 2 or 3 weeks, and
Yeah. It's fun.
they're a lot of fun. So check out Mike Wheeler's channel. I love Mikey, one of our esteemed ghost host moderators.
Yeah.
No, sorry, Stacy. Next week on Hitchhiker Chat, we'll go over all the new
I think we're
shows coming to
keeping you
Disney
up,
Plus,
Stacy.
and let you know what series and movies you'll need to watch or rewatch in order to get ready for the new lineup. We'll
Don't
also show
start. The
you.
yawning is
Yeah.
way too contagious.
We'll also show you the new 100th anniversary merch that we know about, and also discuss what we know about the celebration so far. We'll show you.
We've also got to cover, guys. We got to cover Epic Universe. Got to do that. So
yeah,
I'm making a note. We got to cover Epic Universe. Go ahead. Sorry.
We'll get into the merchandise for the Walt Disney Companies, the new merchandise that's coming for the Walt Disney Company's 100th anniversary, as well as the celebrations news that we have so far. We'll also talk about the changes that have taken place so far since Bob Iger took back over again as CEO. Here we go. Mike Wheeler making an appearance again.
I do. Okay, I look good, right, Mike? You have all my best angles and everything. Because in the Splash Mountain one, I'm not gonna lie, I'm drenched. I look terrible, but it's hilarious. So
it is very funny. I commented on that as well, and I was so glad that Mikey captured that footage.
So next week, I'm going to do our entire Splash Mountain ride with Russ. So I'm looking forward to getting that one up.
let's see. We'll also talk more about, hopefully have more details of the Tron opening, like the cast member DVC and D23 preview dates. Let's see. Also, big shout out again. We mentioned this earlier in the show, but big shout out again to our recent subs and also the people that have been with us since day one as well, or anywhere in between. We appreciate all of you, and we're very excited to hit that 800 mark on December 31st. And so we appreciate your support. Very thankful for the encouragement and love that you showed to us and our family. So we appreciate you watching. It's life gets busy. If you can be here for 5 minutes or an hour and 45 that we're up to now.
Appreciate it.
We appreciate you regardless of how much you're able to watch. You got a lot of ways you can spend your time on a Tuesday night, and we're thankful you choose to spend it with us. So those that hang out with us in the chat, or those that watch in ghost mode, and those that watch on the replay as well, we appreciate all of you. Check out our partner channel, Monarch Moments. They go live Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays with Fun Food Fridays. Always a great time. Check them out. Let's see here. Mark and Irene, Wonderful World of Walter, were on just before we came on. But check them out as well. Lots of wonderful channels represented in the chat. Check out these other channels. Lots of wonderful people, associated with those channels as well. Let's see. Check out the liveplace.com. It's basically a TV guide listing for family-friendly live streams. Check out Dean's YouTube channel, The Dreamer's Empire, and The Live Place. Big shout out to Dean for maintaining liveplace.com. Again, thank you to everybody in the chat. Thank you for those who are ghost watching and not able to comment. Those like Waffle House or Waffle HAU5 that Mom interacted with, and RTV1's Resort TV1 stream earlier today. Big shout out to y'all. Appreciate you. Again, leave a comment. Yeah, if you don't want to chat in the live chat, you can always drop a comment after we're done streaming to let us know you enjoyed the show.
Appreciate you being here.
Oh yeah. Check out TubeBuddy. If you're a YouTube creator, want to grow your channel, check out TubeBuddy. It uses viewing trends, suggested keywords for titles and tags, tracks channel data that'll help you, really helpful towards growing your channel. And the basic version is free. We have an affiliate link. If you have under 1,000 subs like we do, the paid version is discounted. Use our link. We both get a free month. It's a win-win. And speaking of win-wins, check out Stickermule. If you want good quality, low-cost promotional items, buttons, stickers, magnets, pins. Check out Stickermule. Use our link. We both get a $10 credit for a future order. So check that out if you don't mind, if you're interested in that. Let's see here. Make sure to subscribe, ring the bell if you're new, so you don't miss a live stream or a video posted. Again, Mom's looking to post a video on Saturday this week. So keep an eye out for that. Splash Mountain ride through with Mikey and Russ. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Hey, Debbie, thanks for hopping in here.
Oh, Debbie, hey.
Debbie.
Oh,
wrapping up. Appreciate you dropping in on us.
Thanks for popping in.
Yeah, thank you very much.
We appreciate you so much for doing that.
we go live every Tuesday night, 9:00 p.m. Central, 10:00 Eastern. Be sure to join us live or watch on the replay. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Tina. Really appreciate that. Lots of news. Very busy for those Mickey Travels and other Disney travel agents. Let's see. Remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you get notifications when we go live. Check us out on social media. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can email us at thehitchhikingbones@gmail.com or send us a direct message on Instagram. Probably two best ways to get in touch with us. If you let us know if you have any comments, or questions or anything of that nature, any suggestions for future vlogs or live streams, topically, or we're definitely are open to suggestions. So let us know. Feel free to reach out if something comes along that you think would be really cool for us to talk about, or or you just kind of talk about as a Disney community here. Let's see here. Check. So yeah, I'll go ahead and run through here. Big shout out to Aunt Susan and Aunt Joy, Jillian, Kylie, and other family members, BDF, Mandy Adams, Tina DCS, Francisco, Jonathan Sean, Newsflash Disney, aka Dean the Turkey Lexter, Stacy Rogers, Dawn Bone, aka Mom, on screen here, This Our Dream, Ethan Armitage, or Armitag, I don't know, or Uncle Ethan, as he had dropped in there.
Armitage,
like
maybe?
Called. Jane in Travels, Brian's West Coast Disney Adventure, Kevin Theme Park Adventure, AJC Magic TV, Elena K808, Dad Builds, Rayleigh Creative Travel, Wonderful World of Walter's Dad Mark, Space Mountain Dave Cantrell, Sebastian the Crab, Mike Cabral, Julio, Mike Wheeler, and Debbie Burnfield. If I missed you, I apologize. I do the best I can to keep an eye on the chat and also walk through notes and share my screen and so on and so forth. So if I missed you, I apologize. We, greatly appreciate you being here. Or if you're again watching on the replay, thank you as well for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Very excited for all the Disney news. Again, we called our shot last week. We said, we said, give us some dates. And give us some news, give us some stuff to be excited about as we're starting into the new year. And sure enough, they came through for us. So
they did.
So very excited.
Excited about it.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Look forward to more dates coming down the pipe. Also.
Absolutely.
Anything else you want to mention?
I can't think of a thing, y'all. We appreciate it. Everybody who's watching on the replay and ghost watching. If you pushed us over that 800, we appreciate it. We're going to keep trucking, and of course appreciate Mr. Iger for being our 800th happy haunt. So, so thanks, guys.
That would be really crazy if it were true.
At the Hitchhiking Bones YouTube channel, there is always room for one more. So please hurry back.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, y'all.
Have a great week. Lots of fun Disney stuff to look forward to.
Absolutely. See you soon.
Bye, everybody.
Happily ever after.